Finance Fables, made-up stories, real money lessons, certified slop-free AI.
Blade and Aspen weren't just a couple. They were a movement. A multicolored, matcha-sipping, eye-contact-holding movement. Their brand? One heart, one path, one spreadsheet. Their reality? 2 hearts, 3 spreadsheets, 4 secret credit cards. Blade wore a psychedelic blazer. Always. Even in saunas. Aspen dressed in glowing yoga sets that looked like they'd been blessed by moonlight. They give workshops on sacred budgeting for soulmates. They made reels titled, "What's Mine is Ours, Sharing Your Net Worth with Intention." And the entire time, Blade was using a private visa to buy $600 manifestation crystals, while Aspen had recurring payments for a kombucha course called Prosperity Through Probiotics. They never acknowledged each other's personal purchases. They just smiled through their live streams and talked about abundance consciousness. Blade wasn't always like this. He used to be a life coach in the States. He once mentored a lottery winner named Frank. Until Frank's investment tanked, his house flooded from both ends, and Blade floated off to Bali with a yoga influencer who sells chakra tea on Instagram. That woman was, that one. She claimed she felt his aura through a sponsored post. He said she smelled like alignment. And so, Aligned and Abundant was born. They grew fast. Their audience believed in love, healing, and joint financial growth. What their audience didn't know was Aspen had secretly trademarked her smile. Blade had secretly launched a side hustle called Solo Abundance for Men Who Pretend to Share. By month 4, they were offering couple finance coaching at $999 a session. They filmed content like date night, balancing budgets and chakras, while passive-aggressively tracking each other's spending via Google Sheets. Their accountant, a man named Trevor who wore a woven sarong and had the soul of a tired calculator, warned them,
"You're not budgeting. You're building parallel delusions with a shared password."
But they didn't listen. They were planning a collab retreat. They had just bought a shared ring light and a shared emotional support llama. Then came the live stream. The episode was titled Love and Ledger Sheets, Our Journey to Financial Oneness. Blade began, as usual, with a dramatic monologue about trusting your partner's energetic spending signature. Aspen nodded, then accidentally shared her escape fund folder titled Aspen Unchained. Comments flooded in.
Did Blade just twitch? Are they expensing a breakup?
Blade blinked in Morse code. Aspen said nothing at first. She just looked at Blade like a woman who'd just learned he expensed her birthday matcha as networking. And then said,
"We are choosing a higher path as separate entities."
Blade glanced at his notebook, as if the breakup was a bullet point he'd already underlined.
It's not a breakup. It's a brand evolution.
Within 24 hours, Aspen launched Solo Flow Abundance Through Asana. Blade dropped The Budget Bachelor, Real Men Reconcile Monthly. They both wrote off the breakup as content creation, on separate spreadsheets, with the same password. The emotional support llama? Now freelancing.
Emotional transparency in relationships must be matched by financial transparency. Separate credit cards without mutual visibility often points to deeper issues in the relationship. A budget is only meaningful if it's practiced consistently and agreed upon privately. Social media presence is not an indicator of financial health. Not all expenses can be justified as business write-offs. The moral of the story: financial compatibility is not about shared content, it's about shared commitment. You made it through that? Impressive. Click to watch the series right there and subscribe for weekly stories. Unless you're allergic to financial growth.